Hello, and welcome to the Gamer's Closet. I'm your host, Douglas Weed, and today we're going to be talking about the most controversial board game ever made, Ouija. Ouija is a game that was manufactured in 1890 by the Kennard Novelty Company, later the Ouija Novelty Company, and later sold to Parker Brothers. This game seats anywhere from 2 to 4 players, runs for 10 to 20 minutes of game time, and is rated for ages 8 and up. But let's dig into it a little further, shall we? The Ouija board, also known as a spirit board, a talking board, or a witch board, is a flat board with letters of the Latin alphabet, the numbers 0 through 9, and the words yes or no on it, and occasionally hello and goodbye, along with various symbols and graphics. As part of the spiritualist movement, mediums began to employ various means of communication with the dead. Following the American Civil War in the United States, mediums did significant business in allegedly allowing survivors to contact lost relatives. Spiritualists in the United States believed that the dead were able to contact the living and reportedly used a talking board very similar to the modern Ouija board at their camp in the U.S. state of Ohio in 1886 to enable faster communication with spirits. Following its commercial patent by businessman Eli Bond on July 1st of 1890, the Ouija board was regarded as an innocent parlor game unrelated to the occult until American spiritualist and professional chess master Pearl Kernan popularized its use as a divining tool during World War I. Paranormal and spiritualist beliefs associated with Ouija have been criticized by the scientific community and are characterized as pseudoscience. The action of the board can most easily be explained by unconscious movements of those controlling the pointer, a psychophysiological phenomenon known as the odometer effect. Mainstream Christian denominations, including Catholicism, have warned against the use of Ouija boards, considering their use satanic practice, while other religious groups hold that they can lead to demonic possession. In 2001, Ouija boards were burned in Alamogordo, New Mexico by fundamentalist groups as symbols of witchcraft. Religious criticism has expressed beliefs that the Ouija board reveals information which should only be in God's hands and thus is a tool of Satan. A spokesperson for the Human Life International described the boards as a portal to talk to spirits and called for Hasbro to be prohibited from marketing them. The Wisconsin Evangelical Lutheran Synod forbids its faithful from using Ouija boards as a violation of the Ten Commandments. These religious objections to use of the Ouija board have given to extension of folklore in communities where they circulate. Cautionary tales that the boards open a door to evil spirits turn the game into a subject of a supernatural dare, especially for young people. Ouija boards, on the other side of that coin, have featured prominently in pop culture horror tales in various media as devices enabling malevolent spirits to spook their users. The worst one of these is the 1973 horror film The Exorcist, which is classified as the scariest film still today and has scarred many of its viewers over the use of Ouija boards. This game does come with multiple pieces. It comes with one board and one either wood or plastic planchette. To set up this game, place the Ouija board on a flat surface. Generally place the planchette in the middle of the Ouija board and gather closely around the board. Place 2 fingers lightly on the planchette and let the bravest among you ask the first question. Give Ouija enough time to respond. Spirits can't be rushed. If the planchette doesn't move, ask another question and focus. Always speak slowly and clearly, just as friendly spirits prefer, and don't forget to always say goodbye when you're done. Well, this has been an overview of Ouija the board game. Like I said, Ouija the board game is a very controversial game depending on what side of the fence you're on. The original copies of this game were manufactured in wood. They were later moved to cardboard and plastic, like the edition I have here, once Parker Brothers took over from the Novelty Company, and then when Parker Brothers got bought out by Hasbro, like the edition I have here, they're still plastic and cardboard. The game itself is still in print today. Hasbro retains the rights to it. They still print copies of it. You can find them online for about $10 to $20 if you really want one. Now, the game is very controversial, like I said, depending on who you talk to. I've had some people that have said it's no big deal, it's just a game. I've had other people that were surprised I had a copy even in my house. So it's a very touchy board game. Like I said, it's the most controversial board game out there. The game itself is it's a board and a little planchette. There's not much to it. So I'm not going to go over my personal opinions of this game, unlike the other videos that I have, just because of how controversial it is. I'm not out to offend anyone. I'm just bringing a scary topic in the board gaming community as an educational experience, especially with the amount of people that got scarred by The Exorcist. So this game has some scare to it. So again, depending on who you talk to, Ouija is either good, bad, burn it, get it out of your house. But I thought it would be a great game to bring up during Halloween. So happy Halloween, everyone, from the Gamer's Closet. And this has been an overview of Ouija. Well, that's it from us here at the Gamer's Closet. We'd like to thank you for checking out our video on Ouija, the board game from Parker Brothers. If there's a game in the future you'd like us to review or go over, please put it in the comments below. Please hit subscribe so that way you can be the first to check out our future content. And as always, please have a great gaming day.